Oh, okay. I am live now. Hello, everyone. Just give me 2 seconds. If you're watching the recording, please just fast forward through this. I just want to make sure I get this up on my phone so that I could see your comments. Okay. All right. Very good. I think I'm live. Just want to make sure that I'm live here. I am. Okay. Put the sound down. Okay. Oh, sound down. All right. So, yeah, if I seem like I'm out of breath, it's because 7 minutes ago I was on the floor cleaning up puke, and I keep calling him Christopher. Jackson was crying. Nobody was home. I'm like, everybody knows I got a live at 5. I need somebody here in 7 minutes. So everyone walked in at like 3 minutes to. They're like, hey, Mom. And I'm like, no, I got my live at 5. So I'm a little frazzled, so I'm just going to take a second and calm down here. All right, so again, if you're watching the replay, please fast forward through this part. Hello, and welcome to the Live at 5. This is where I get on, I do a Live at 5 every Wednesday and teach you another piece of the protocol, the Starve, Kill, Detox protocol. This is how we're going to kill MS, because what is MS? MS is just the Epstein-Barr virus. So I teach you how to kill the virus. It's a very smart virus, and there's a way to do it. It's a targeted attack. Thank you for saying hi as you jump on. It's so nice to see that people are on and I'm actually talking to people. Thank you. Oh, Rhonda, hi. Ginger, thank you. Yeah, it was crazy. 7 minutes ago. It was insane. Keisha and Denise, thank you for jumping on and say hi. Please let me know who's here. Hey, Matt. Hey, thanks for watching. We got you tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Everyone's looking forward to it. In Path to Healing, Matt does like 2 classes a month, so everyone looks forward to mindset coaching. Becky, how are you doing? All right, so the Live at 5s, I jump on here and I teach you another piece of the protocol so you can put it all together and start healing. So what I wanted to do with this one, the reason why I called it all the things all the time, is because over the last couple of weeks, actually since Matt's symptom-free MS summit, a lot of new people came into the group, and a lot of people were scheduling consultations and saying, Janine, I'm doing all the things and I'm not seeing any changes, or I'm not seeing significant changes. What am I doing wrong? And every single time I go through everything, we always find something. I'm like, oh, there it is. So what I want to do right now is go over the entire, for everyone who's old and new and in between, I want to go over the entire protocol quickly to go through everything so that you understand doing all the things all the time. They all fit together like a puzzle. This is a targeted attack on the Epstein-Barr virus. Oh, look at me. Let me close that up. This is a targeted attack on the Epstein-Barr virus. So we can't do this and then that, and then that. I tried to write that in the description of the event. I don't know if that came off clear. What I wanted to say was, we can't do this and then that, and then that. What we want to do is do everything all at once so that the virus doesn't have any food sources, it doesn't have an environment to live in, and that requires us doing all the things. Now, can you wake up tomorrow and start doing all the things all the time? No. That's why I jump on here every week and I teach you a piece of it and you evolve into it. The coaching program, it's, excuse me, we're all getting over RSV in this house. Excuse me. So, but I couldn't cancel. This is way too important. So, where was I? Doing all the pieces. Okay, so you can't wake up tomorrow morning and do all the pieces. That's what I was going to say. The 4-month coaching program, the reason why it's 4 months is because we take each month and we incorporate one new thing. There really are only 4 components to this. Little pieces to each component, but there's really 4 big chunks to the Starve, Kill, Detox protocol. So I'm going to take you through from the beginning. So if you want to take notes, or if you want this broken down, what I think I'm going to do between now and probably January is each week I'm going to start with Module 1, then Module 2, Module 3, and I will walk you through each piece so you can focus on, okay, this month we're doing this, next month we're doing that. Because I'm not going to open up the Path to Healing program again until January, February. Jackson has a surgery. He's got to go under general anesthesia at the end of January. So that's when I was planning on doing another workshop to teach everything and then opening up another enrollment to the Path to Healing program. I don't know how that's going to go, so I'm not planning anything, but I'm still going to teach you the entire protocol, and then hopefully February is when we'll do another enrollment for the Path to Healing. I only open it up a couple times a year. for no other reason other than it's so nice when a group starts together and heals together. You really get this closeness. Every now and then, like for the first 6 weeks, like I'll still let people come in, but it's just nice to get that group, work with them, and then bring in another group, integrate the two on one of the days. But it's just, that's why I open it up a couple times a year. All right, let's get to the protocol. So, hey Stephanie, hey Keisha. Yeah, everyone's sick in the house. It's awful. So the first thing in the protocol, I know it's called starve, kill, detox, but we start with the detox. The reason we start with the detox is because when we start to starve and kill the virus, there's going to be die-off that happens. The die-off is the dead corpse of the virus. The dead corpse of the virus, you're thinking, all right, so what? It's a neurotoxin, and that's going to cause even more symptoms. So you have to manage. I like that word mitigate. It makes me sound smart. You want to mitigate, right? Not manage your symptoms of die-off because they're going to cause your die-off load you want to manage because they're going to cause you symptoms. So that's why a lot of people get worse and then they get better and then they get worse and then they get better. So it's kind of like I talk about those peaks and the valleys. And what you want to do is make sure the peaks aren't too high and the valleys aren't too low. You kind of want to go like this. Now, how do you do that? You manage the die-off. So you start with the detox part of the protocol. It's the lemon water. It's the celery juice. As I go through this, I'm going to tell you the things that I learned in the consultations. The water in the morning is super important. That's number one. But water throughout the day, entire day, is super important. And I'll tell you why. In the morning, your liver wakes up a couple minutes before you do. And this is going to be next week. We're going to focus on module 1, which is the lemon water and the celery juice. Your liver wakes up before you do to get a head start and all the things that it has to do, like pull all the crap and shit out of your bloodstream, out of your body, so that you can pee it out when you wake up. That's why your first morning urine is so dark, because it's all the crap that your liver pulled out. I can still hear myself on my phone. Now listen, if you guys have any questions as I'm going, just put them in and I'll scroll up every now and then and answer them as we go. So the reason why you want to drink that water first thing in the morning, or first thing when you wake up, I don't care when you wake up, first thing you put in your body is the 16 ounces of lemon water, so that your body has even more water in it to push out more of the crap that your liver pulled out, because your body doesn't have enough water normally to push out all of the toxins that your liver just pulled out. So it uses what it can. It uses what water it has available to it. You put that 16 ounces in your body right away and you just went whoosh and pushed out even more. Now, why is this important? All right, so if your body doesn't push out the toxins that your liver just pulled out, guess what it has to do first thing in the morning? Absorb. Your liver has to reabsorb everything that it just worked to pull out. It has to now reabsorb and start again the next morning. So I like the cleaning lady analogy because it makes sense to me, right? And the visual learner over here. So say you had a cleaning person come in every day, but she could only stay for 30 minutes, right? Every day she came in for 30 minutes. She did a little bit. Now, every day that she left, let's say that you and the kids and the husband messed up behind her. She wiped off the countertops and you messed them up. She cleaned the floor and straightened up the pillows and you messed them up. So every day she's coming in doing the same thing and you're messing up behind her. Now let's say she comes in for 30 minutes one day and you maintain what she did. Not only do you maintain, but you do a little bit extra too. So the next day she comes in, she gets a little further. Next day, a little bit further, because you are constantly not only maintaining, but helping her out. Eventually, the woman's going to get to the bathtub. She's going to be scrubbing the jets, right? She's going to get into the corners of the closets. She's going to get underneath the beds. And that's when the deep work the deep cleaning really starts to happen. It's the same thing with your body, with your liver. You want to help your liver push out as many toxins as possible, and throughout the day, you want to help it by not putting in more toxins and getting in enough water so your body is always pulling out toxins at night while you sleep. You push them out in the morning. You help your liver push them out in the morning with all of that water, and then you start here, and then you start here. And that's a little piece of the puzzle. That's how your body's going to get ahead and really start healing. But again, that's only a little piece. After Oh, I just saw myself on my phone. Let me push that aside there. So after you do the 16 ounces of lemon water, first thing in the morning or first thing when you wake up, then you wait about 20 minutes, let it do its thing. The reason why the lemon is so important is because water will go from here all the way down to the other end, and it doesn't easily get absorbed into your body, into your organs. Why? Because our water's dead. It doesn't come from rivers and streams, and it's filtered and it's dead. So we have to add that life force back into it. Use a lemon, use a lime, use an orange. I guess you could use an orange. No, that's got the sugar. Use the citrus without the fruit, the lemon or the lime. Half a lemon, 16 ounces of water. Okay, so that's first thing. Sorry, I wanted to say, so the water, the lemon in the water is going to allow the water to soak through the walls of your intestinal tract and into your organs. That's where the real work gets done, when the water gets into your organs. Now, I got off the phone, I think it was this week, I think it was Monday, with a consultation. And we dug down deep because she was, sorry, she was doing all the things. But then when I started asking her questions, she wasn't drinking any water. She was drinking her morning water, but she wasn't drinking any water throughout the day. And I'm like, oh my goodness, all right, well, good, we found something. Now, why is that so important? Why do we have to drink water throughout the day? Here's the analogy I gave her. Love the analogies. I said, all right, because she's eating healthy, she's eating all the fruits and vegetables, she's in good shape, I know she's eating really well based on what she told me, but she wasn't eliminating her bowels on a regular basis, once a week. So I said, all right, that's, your body is halted. It's halted, and that's why the healing isn't happening. When you drink water, it allows the nutrients to be carried all throughout your body. If you don't drink water, this is the analogy that I used. Say you're going food shopping, you're bringing all this great food into the house, you're stocking the refrigerator, you're stocking the pantry, you're cooking all your meals, you're doing all your thing, right? Fill up the garbage, you pull out the garbage bag, you stick it on the side of the table right there, because you're going to take it out later. But you don't take it out later. You just keep taking the garbage and putting it around your house, and no one's taking it outside. What's going to happen? The entire house is going to literally be filled with shit, right? What's going to function in the house? How are you going to function in the house? You're not going to. Everyone's going to be in flames because there's shit everywhere. Think about it. It makes perfect sense. So if you're doing that to your body, you're putting all this good stuff in, but you're not getting water throughout the day, and I'd say at least a half a gallon, at least, in addition to the 16 ounces in the morning, then you're just leaving all of, literally and figuratively, you're leaving all that shit around your body. It has to move. Your pooping schedule is going to be the biggest indicator to how your body's performing. It can't be healing if it's backed up. So the water every day, lemon water in the morning, and then lemon water all day long. All day long. I know, it's like a part-time job drinking this much water. We're going to spend a little bit more time on water, because another analogy, the reason I get from a lot of people why they don't drink water is because, and I hear ya, they say, I can't go to the bathroom that often. I can't make it to the bathroom by myself. It's a pain in the ass. I just don't want to be going to the bathroom that often. I totally get that. I do. I want you to know, when you first start drinking water and you're coming from a very dehydrated body, right? Because you don't like to drink a lot of water because it is a pain in the ass to get to the bathroom that often. When you first start drinking that much water, it is going to run right through you. It's going to run right through you. And then you're going to say, Janine, why am I drinking this? I'm peeing it out anyway. I'm peeing out more than what I'm drinking, it seems like. All right, so here's the analogy. Picture a dry desert floor, right? Dry desert cracked floor. Take a gallon of water, pour it on the dry, cracked desert floor. What's going to happen to the water? It's going to beat up. It's not going to soak in, at least not right away. It's going to take a while. Now, take that same gallon of water and pour it over wet soil. What happens to the water? It sinks right in. It takes a couple of weeks for your body to go from the dry desert floor to the wet soil. Eventually, and I'd say 3 weeks, maybe at the longest, if you are consistent with your half a gallon a day, excuse me, it's going to take 3 weeks if you're consistent, maybe less, but I would say give it 3 weeks for your body to go from the dry desert cracked floor to the wet soil. Your body will begin to absorb that water, use that water. You'll feel the energy, and that's when you will have the energy to do the rest of the stuff that you need to do throughout the day. It really does make a difference. So the lemon water first, then the celery juice 20 minutes later. That is the biggest thing, the number one thing that people say they notice right away, besides the brain fog clearing, and it's the brain fog, the energy. The third thing is always the spasticity. Oh my God, the spasticity is getting so much better within a week or two of starting the lemon water and the celery juice. So keep that in mind. I know it's a pain in the ass to drink that much water. It really does make a difference. All right, so that's module 1. That's module 1 in the program. That's what we spend an entire month on. Lemon water, celery juice, right? We talk about it, who's doing what, how are you doing, and then we talk about taking breaks. Everyone that I've ever worked with, anyone that I've ever talked to, the ones who don't take breaks, those are the ones that crash and burn. Those are the ones that fail. Those are the ones that don't heal. Because what happens is they're like, no, I'm going to go balls to the wall. I'm never going to take breaks. I'm going to heal super fast. I'm like, no, actually, you're going to go a lot slower if you don't take breaks, because what's happened is you're going to hit a wall. And that's exactly what happens every single time. You hit a wall. You go into such a valley so deep. It takes you so long to come out of it because it's exhausting, right? And then you don't want to start again. And then you're like, this shit doesn't work. You have to take breaks to go faster. So the badass way of doing this is figure out the balance, which is always so hard for me. The balance in life. You go a couple days. You don't have to take a break from the lemon water, but the celery juice you really do have to take breaks from, because not everyone's going to get diarrhea, but mostly everyone gets tired in the beginning when they first start it, and then the energy comes. So you have to go off of your energy level. When you're feeling tired, when you start the celery juice, when you begin to feel tired, only you can say, oh, you know what? Okay, I don't want to get any more tired than this. Let me stop the celery juice and wait for my body to tell me when to start again. Your body's going to tell you when to start again when you start feeling the energy go back to normal. Then you're going to be like, oh, okay, I'm back. You know what? I'm going to do this. Yeah, I'm going to take one more day and then I'm going to do the celery juice tomorrow. That's what I mean by taking breaks to go slower. You don't want to exhaust your body. I've heard people like powering through for like 2-3 weeks straight of the celery juice, and they're just laid up in bed exhausted and they can't move. The die-off is so overwhelming their body that their body doesn't have the resources to get it out. And the die-off, remember, is a neurotoxin, so now that's causing more symptoms. You want to manage the die-off and your detoxing, because that in itself is exhausting. And think about it. When you start detoxing this fucking virus out of your body, it's exhausting. Symptoms come back, right? They don't come back worse than you've ever gotten them before, but symptoms do come back, or they do get worse before they get better. Almost always. And when symptoms start happening, our brains go, oh my God, I'm getting worse. What am I doing? I'm listening to this celery juice information and it sucks and it's making me, oh my God, what did I do? And then you stop. The peaks and the valleys are, yes, physical, right? We have to mitigate those peaks and valleys, but it's also mental. We have to understand that healing and an exacerbation feel very much the same. So that's why when your energy level starts going down, that's when you stop. And you go, okay, let me wait for the energy level to come back up in a couple days, and then I'll start again. And this is how it works. Let's say your normal baseline of energy, let's say it's right here, okay? You're always on the lemon water. You start the celery juice and your energy level is going a little bit down, right? You're like, okay, maybe it's 2 days, maybe it's 4 days. Who knows? Everyone is different. So only you know when you're like, okay, that's enough. I'm going to stop right here. So you stop here and you let your energy level come back to normal. What happens is it doesn't come back to normal. It goes a little bit higher. And that's when you start the celery juice again, right? Energy level goes down. Then you go, okay, that's enough. Not getting any more tired than this. And then it goes back up and the energy level gets even higher. Now, it might be painfully slow increments, right? For some people, who knows? How long have you been sick? How long have you had the symptoms? Everyone's different. Might be painfully slow, but every time it does go up. And that's how the healing happens. You go into this valley and then you go into like this peak and then you go into the valley, and you don't want those valleys to be too deep. So Same thing. Now we're going to talk about the heavy metal detox smoothie. Why the hell do we drink that? One, because it tastes really good. It looks like death. It's this black sludge mess. You look at it for the first time and you're like, really? This looks awful. But everyone is pleasantly surprised because it's so freaking good. And it's not like the celery juice. You can add whatever you want to the heavy metal smoothie. But it's the same thing. Once you know how the celery juice is affecting you, right, with the energy up and down, that's when you start the heavy metal detox smoothie. So you're now incorporating something else into your life. And I would say 3 weeks minimum of the lemon water and the celery juice. And then you add the heavy metal detox smoothie, okay? And then you do the same thing. You mitigate the die-off because you're removing another food source for the virus. Removing the heavy metals is removing a food source for the virus. So now the celery juice is killing it on contact. Your lemon water is flushing out everything, helping your liver to flush out everything. Heavy metal detox smoothie is removing the heavy metals, which is another food source. All the while you're doing this, which is over 2-month period. I would do a month of the lemon water and the celery juice, and then when you know how that affects you, then you add the heavy metal detox smoothie. And then you know, okay, you know what? I'm going to back off the heavy metal detox smoothie because I don't think it's from the celery juice. I know how that feels. This is different. And so then you stop it. And then maybe you have half the next day, or maybe you don't have any the next day. It's all about, everyone does the same pieces, but we do them differently. Now we're evolving, right? So now we're in month 2. We're adding the heavy metal detox smoothie. Over these past 8 weeks, we've been learning how to go gluten-free, dairy-free, egg-free without feeling deprived. Trust me, pizza, pasta, ice cream. And I did it again. I had ice cream for breakfast this morning. It was really good. I've had a sore throat for like 2 weeks now. I haven't been able to smell anything. No, it's not COVID. It's RSV. But my sinuses, like gallons are coming out of my face. So I can't smell anything. My throat is still so sore. Excuse me. And if I even think about coughing, I cough. So the ice cream felt really good this morning. So if you think you have to live a deprived life being gluten-free, dairy-free, and egg-free, let's talk. Go to Minding Your Soul, schedule a free consultation. I will tell you exactly how I eat. This is not a weight loss system at all. You may lose weight if you're consistent with your calorie deficit, but you don't have to lose weight on this because you can eat so much. I eat everything. So anyway, it's a little side note there. I took notes what I wanted to mention. Okay, so going over the protocol, the Starve Kill Detox, we did the lemon water, the celery juice, the heavy metal detox smoothie, while we're doing the dairy-free, egg-free, and gluten-free lifestyle. Now, okay, we're removing all the food sources, right? Great. Those are not all the things. There's still more. What are you doing to give your body the energy that it needs to now heal itself? You're getting rid of the virus, so the viral load is going down. You're already seeing an energy increase because your immune system finally is like, oh my God, I have been killing thousands and thousands of these cells, these virus cells all the time, and now there's like hundreds. I could totally do this, right? When we start to weaken the virus, it can no longer put out that smoke screen. That smoke screen the virus puts out so that it can evade your immune system. So your immune system is constantly looking for it, going, I know it's there, but it can't see it. Just like an octopus, right? Gets away from its predators by inking, and then it runs away. That's what the virus can do. So by doing all the things that we just discussed, you're going to bring down the viral load. So your immune system is going to get a break and go, oh, thank you so much. And you're going to start feeling that energy. It's great. That's not where it stops. Now you have to make sure that you fill up your body with enough superheroes, right? So that they can fly around your body and fix everything and bring down the inflammation. And once the inflammation is brought down, guess what? The healthy tissue can come up, right? And start to heal. And once your body has enough energy from all the superheroes flying around it, guess what it can do? It can take the detour. Your body knows how to take the detour. It knows the route. It knows exactly how to get there, but it's too tired to do so. It needs the energy. Where does the energy come from? From the amazing superheroes that you fill up your body with every single day. That's how your body's going to take the detour. What am I talking about with the detour? Look at me. I'm looking around for visual aids. All right, I got one. So this is a scar. This is a scar on your myelin, and this is preventing the signal from getting, oh, let's just put it right here, right on my spine, right? Like right there. I think that's where mine was. So this signal leaves your brain, starts traveling down your spinal cord on its way to your foot, and goes, oh, fuck. What is this? It's called a lesion. A lesion is just a scary word for a scar. It's a scar. What's the scar created from? The virus that was eating the heavy metals that resided on the myelin. And guess what? The immune system was doing its beautiful, perfect job of protecting you. So your immune system came over and said, no, 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 and started killing the virus, right? Started killing the virus. The virus is eating on the heavy metals, and all of this activity right here created a scar. So now the signal, and that's what they call lesions, just a scary word. So now the signal leaves your brain, it goes down your spinal column, hits the scar and goes, ah, shit. Well, I could go around, right, keep going down the spinal column. I'm too fucking tired. And this is perfect because I'm so tired after being sick for a week. So, oh, remind me to talk about my legs when I'm sick. Shit, sorry, 5:30, legs, sick. Okay, so here we go. It's back over here. Signal leaves, hits the scar, and goes, I could take a detour, but I'm too fucking tired, so I'm not going to. And I just stay right here. Did anyone here ever get, I did as a kid, and a couple other people that I talked to, did you ever get lightning shocks inside? I got them inside my stomach. Some people get them in their back. I always got them in my stomach, and it started when I was a kid. And it would feel like I got struck by lightning in my stomach, and the electrical current would go out like this. It would take me to my knees, but only for a split second. It would be painful, but a split second. And once I'm on my knees, I'm like, oh, it took my breath away. And I remember it happened in the grocery store with my mother. I was a teenager, and she's like, what the hell's wrong with you? I'm like, I don't know. I think I just got struck by lightning. I don't know what that was. We would tell the doctor, and the doctor would be like, oh, wow, that's weird. And that's it. That was the end of that. What's happening, let me know if anyone's ever gotten that, because only a few people I've talked to, but what was happening for me is where my scar was created very young. My signal, the electrical currents, left my brain, hit this, and then went, and the energy went like that, and that's what I was feeling. I would feel it in my back. Erica, you did. Okay, so I think the more I ask this question, the more I'll find out, because a lot of people just stop talking about it because doctors are like, yeah, I don't know, that's weird. That's what that is. It hit this, the electricity in your body, the signal, is hitting the scar, and the energy is going out, and that's what we were feeling. So back to, how do you get the signal to go like this and go, oh shit, no, I don't want to go this way. There's a scar there. Let me go this way. And continue down to your foot. I wish you could see down here. And continue down to your foot. How do you get it to do that? It needs enough energy. Like next week when I'm feeling good, I'll be like, all right, fuckers, we're rolling this way. And we go straight down, right? We don't even, my body now doesn't even recognize this anymore, because this was once the primary route, which is why I couldn't walk. This was once the primary route. And this is where my signal would stay. The signal learned and had enough energy to take a detour and keep going. Okay? I can get sick now without losing my legs. Anytime I got sick, or even had a cold, let's just say I had a cold, I would spontaneously lose my legs. I would be in the store, walking in the store with my kids, and I'd be like, oh, okay, they're gone. And I knew that was going to happen because I felt like I was getting sick, and I'm like, oh, Jesus, when's this going to happen? And it always did. But when I got real sick, when I got like the flu, I wouldn't be able to use my legs for weeks. They'd be completely off the grid. That's what we used to always say. So what would happen then? My body, which was able to take the detour, it was still a detour. So when I got sick, the signal went, I'm too tired, I can't, I'm fighting a fucking flu virus, sorry for my language. I'm fighting a flu virus, I'm fighting whatever, I'm not taking the detour. And I would stay there, and I'd lose my legs. Now, I was so sick last week. Even if I got, oh, remember when I had strep throat before the last workshop? I can get so sick now, and I still get like this rush of, oh my God, this is awesome. No, it sucks to be sick, but I don't lose my legs. That's the awesome part. I don't lose my legs, because what happened was my body had enough energy to, it doesn't even take a detour anymore. This has become the primary route. It doesn't matter how tired I get anymore. It doesn't matter how sick I get anymore. It just takes the primary route, which is around the scar. This route doesn't exist anymore. Your brain's like, nah, there's a scar there. We're not taking that. Shut that down. right? And if you listen to Trevor in the MS Gym, still weird to say his name because that's my ex-husband's name, Trevor in the MS Gym, he always talks about the alternative routes. Your body doesn't just have a plan A, and if plan A doesn't work, they go, oh, well, you're not walking. No, it has plan B, plan C. Your body's always going to find a way to heal. Always. So we have to build it up with these superheroes so it always has the energy to do that. Now, in the beginning, it's going to take a little while to make these detours, right? It's going to take a lot of energy, and you have to flood your body with those superheroes. And I keep saying superheroes for a reason. I like to call them superheroes. It's the antioxidants. The antioxidants come from the fruits and vegetables. Okay, I have a great story, and I did it, I think, 2 weeks ago, the Superhero Live at 5, and I did the great story where, like, and you get an electron, and you get an electron. Not going to go through that right now because it's already 5:30. But there's a whole analogy, and my kids are so sick of hearing it. It's the antioxidants that your body uses to heal unhealthy tissue, unhealthy cells, cells that would otherwise turn into cancer cells, cells that would otherwise oxidize, which is, you get it, antioxidant, oxidize. When your cells oxidize, they need an antioxidant so that it can heal the oxidation. So the fruits and the vegetables are going to heal the oxidation that has happened from the years and years of the heavy metals residing on your myelin that the RSV is on my brain, that the Epstein-Barr virus has been feeding on. So, let's use the same one. No, let's use a different one. So, let's say this is your myelin, right? On top of your myelin, the heavy metals reside, right? On top of that, the Epstein-Barr is like, oh, we're going to feed, the Epstein-Barr is feeding. But then your immune system comes in, and it's like, no, and the immune system starts eating away at or killing the Epstein-Barr virus, right? So let's say, okay, the virus is gone now because you've removed the heavy metals. What do you think this tissue is going to look like after all that shit was going on top of it for so long, let's say decades? What do you think it's going to look like? It's not going to look like healthy tissue, that's for sure. No. Myelin can regenerate, but it doesn't have to. But let's say this isn't myelin. Let's just say this is tissue in your body. It's not going to be healthy right away. You're going to need all of those fruits and vegetables, those antioxidants, right, that are going to go in and antioxidize the oxidation, listen to me, that has happened for decades on your tissue, on your cells, on your bones, on your myelin. That's what the antioxidants do. So that's why the fruits and vegetables, they are key. They are just as important as the lemon water, the celery juice, the heavy metal detox smoothie, the gluten-free, dairy-free, and egg-free, and now the friggin' vegetables. Do you see why I take 4 months to teach everybody this and to go through it and we all learn together? Because it's a lot. And you can't say, okay, here's the protocol, start tomorrow. No, you have to evolve into it. And so every month, maybe you incorporate something new. Okay, now I'm going to do this, and now I'm going to do this. Okay, I got this, I could do this with my eyes closed. I could do this in my sleep. Okay, now it's time to add something else, because we all have so much shit going on in our lives, right? Like, all of this sounds so overwhelming, but the other side of healing is, sorry, my mouth is bad this week. The other side of healing is so fucking amazing. It is so fucking amazing. Anytime I get sick, I'm still going, oh my God, I didn't lose my legs. And it's been 10 years. Oh my God, I didn't lose my legs. Anytime I run, oh my God, I'm running. You never lose the gratitude for being able to walk. You never lose gratitude for waking up and having energy all day. You live in gratitude because you never forget what it felt like to not have control, to not have answers, to be told there's no hope, get used to the wheelchair. You never forget that, to the point where there are sometimes I have PTSD, and for years, anytime that I would get tired for any normal reason, my mind would start going, oh my God, it's the virus. Oh my God, it's the virus. The virus is back. And no, the virus isn't back. My husband would be like, no, Janine, we're all fucking tired. You know, we worked on the lawn all day today. We're all tired. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. Yes, this is a pain in the ass, the starve, kill, detox, but so is taking the medication. So is living and watching life go on all around you. Take the time to evolve into this. And remember, because I hear this a lot too, well, I've done this and it didn't work. What did you do? I did gluten-free. Oh, okay, good. And it didn't work? No. Did you do the celery juice too? Well, I did that like a year later, or I did that another time. Did you do the heavy metals detox smoothie? Yes, I did that, but I did that at a different time. See, Janine, I've done all the things. I'm like, oh, all right, let me paint you the picture. And then I paint them the picture of why you have to do all the things all the time. Because this is one of the most elusive viruses, not even known to man, not yet. If you listen to what the medical medium says, and I know that man sounds insane, but I thought the same thing. The man's insane. But you know what? Some of the things that he said really resonated with me, like your body's not attacking itself. So I said, all right, let me give this a shot. And I went from healing myself about 60% to 100% healed in less than a year. He released his first book in 2015. By 2016, 100%. And I'm telling you, even my pinky toes. What did I want to say? Oh, legs sick. That's what I wanted to say. I remembered. Even when I'm sick, I can still feel all of my legs, all of my toes, even my pinky toe on my right foot, which I didn't think was ever coming back. It was the last thing to come back. All right, let me just see if there's any questions in here. My throat is really burning up. I think I'm going to have ice cream for dinner, too. You got to get the sea salt caramel by So Delicious. It's the cashew milk based one. Sea salt caramel. Maybe don't get it. I can eat the whole thing in one sitting. It's amazing. Even though I can't smell and can't taste very well, it just feels so good. Okay. Oh, hello, Angelica. How are you? I just saw that. All right, I'm scrolling. Suzanne, hello, Janine. Just joined you. Well, hello. I have a concussion, so now I'm in a flare, taking oral steroids, first time in years. You feel better, sweet lady. Oh, Suzanne, I'm so sorry. I know, God, that sucks, the oral steroids. I'm really sorry, and thank you. I hope you all feel better soon. Coming into these holidays just sucks. Who said that? I used to lose my legs too, but buckle for no reason. Who said that? Replying to Erica. I can't see who's, because I don't know how to read these comments when they're replying, but someone else said that too. I used to lose my legs too. They would just buckle for no reason, right? For no reason, like the signal just shut the fuck off. So that stops happening. When your body creates that detour, that stops happening. Oh, Stephanie, I love that story. Thank you. And thank you for being here. Jen says, I listen to this with my kid in the background so he hears. Oh, man. Okay, I got to ease up with. Yeah, like leave my volume on low. I'm sorry about cursing in front of your kids. I listen to this with my kid in the background so he hears these things from others than just me. Just a few less F-bombs, please. Yes. Okay, all right, absolutely. You're right, because you're right. There are kids in the background. That's it. That's all. No more F-bombs. I promise you. Of course, we talk about there is a time and a place for swearing and someone's fine, but I need help getting him to eat more healthy. Super helpful. All right, listen, if you're watching this with your kids, that's all you got to say, and you only have to say it once. There will be no more cursing, and they can absolutely listen in with you. Because, you know what, Jennifer, did you have him watch the superhero one? Because I love telling that story, and it's a good story. It's about superheroes, and I did that 2 weeks ago. Erica says, oh, Erica, that was you replying to that. Okay, cool. Erica says, thank God it doesn't happen anymore. No, right? Once your body starts to heal and find those roots to take those detours, it doesn't happen anymore. So healing from MS is absolutely possible. You can't not heal when you kill the virus. You can't not heal. The only thing MS is, multiple sclerosis, the only thing that it is, it's a name given to a collection of symptoms. That's all it is. This collection of symptoms is based on where the virus decided to live in your body. Ours decided to live in our liver and in our spleen, gave us a certain set of symptoms, right? Depending on the concoction of heavy metals that you have in your body, you're going to have specific neurotoxins in your body, because the virus is an organism. It eats, it poops. It eats, well, we all know what it eats. Gluten, dairy, eggs, heavy metals. Depending on the concoction of heavy metals that you have in your body, the virus is going to poop out that now supercharged poop because it has all those heavy metals. The supercharged poop is a neurotoxin that causes a list of symptoms. That's why when you have MS, every symptom under the sun is, oh, well, you have MS. It's all over the place, the list of symptoms, because everyone has a different concoction of heavy metals. They have a little bit of this, a lot of that, a little bit of this, all the different metals. We all have a different ratio of metals, which means the virus, when it eats the metals, poops out the metal, the poop, the waste matter, is actually the neurotoxin, and the neurotoxin is going to be different depending on what the virus ate. That's why our symptoms are so different, and that's why it is so important to do all the things all the time. Oh, I love how I just wrapped that up. I didn't even intend to do that. All the things all the time, because the virus is very smart. If it can't live off the gluten, dairy, and eggs, it's going to live off the heavy metals. That's why you have to do the gluten-free, dairy-free, egg-free, heavy metal detox smoothie, right? You're doing that. You're washing out, you're helping your liver wash out all the dead virus, all the crap from your body. The celery juice is not only washing stuff out too. See, I almost said S-H-I-T, I caught myself. The stuff out of your body, right? But it's also, the celery juice kills the virus on contact. This is the targeted attack. You've got the lemon water flushing everything through. You've got the celery juice that's giving that's killing it directly on contact. That's where the diarrhea comes from. Kills it on contact, gets it out. By the way, if you don't have diarrhea, don't think that you don't have the virus. It's just that the virus is in your organs already. So once the virus has left your gut lining, it's in your organs. Once it's in your organs, it doesn't have a light at the end of the tunnel to evacuate out of your body. It's got to use your excretory system, your lymphatic system, and there's no light at the end of those tunnels. That just processes its way through your skin, which is why psoriasis and eczema is a gluten intolerance. It's not really the gluten, it's the virus that's feeding on the gluten. So eczema, psoriasis, all Epstein-Barr, because the dead virus your body is using the lymphatic system to get the virus out of your body. The lymphatic system is right underneath your skin. So that's how it comes out through your skin. That's what psoriasis is. That's what eczema is. It also uses your excretory system. There's like 13 different processes that your body has to break down stuff to get it through to your pee and your poop. So just because you're not getting the diarrhea from the celery juice, don't think, oh, it's not finding the virus. No, it's just that the virus isn't in your gut lining. It often isn't. It's left the gut lining, especially if you're a healthy eater. Your gut is not where the virus wants to be. All the healthy stuff is there. All the stuff that's going to kill it is there. It wants to go into your organs where the heavy metals and all that stuff resides. I'm working on it, Jen. I'm working on it. Sometimes it just falls out. What did Quinn say? I've got quite the concoction. I remember playing with Ancient, with the mercury from a broken thermometer in grade school. Not like a dingus. He writes like a dingus. Not like a dingus. What do we know? We didn't know any better. I remember there was a mercury spill at the office that I used to work at 100 years ago. And I wasn't the one because I was on the other side of the office, but I heard about them taking paper towels and just slopping it up into a bucket. They were touching it. Mercury is one of the most poisonous metals that stays with us, that the virus feeds on. So Quinn, yeah, we all have quite the concoction. You can't not living on this planet. If you live on this planet, you're going to come into contact, and it's okay. It's okay because we have a liver. Our livers can handle it. But what happens is our food is so depleted of nutrients. Now, it's not like it was 100 years ago where one bowl of spinach is equal to 32 bowls of spinach today. So our food is depleted. There's an onslaught of chemicals in our food and in our environment, and our bodies just can't keep up unless we give it special attention. This is the special attention, the starve, kill, detox protocol. This is the special attention. Now that we have identified that the virus is the root cause of all autoimmune diseases, now we know healing is absolutely possible. Like I said, there's no way you can't heal when you kill the virus. Your body is always healing. I don't care how old you are, how young you are, how old you've had, or how long you've had it. Your body is always healing. It might take you longer to kill the virus, but you know what? You're going to have symptoms anyway, right? Because no one else has given us any hope. So eventually, the healing is going to happen because eventually that viral load is going to get down if you follow the protocol all at the same time. Evolve into it, right? Evolve into all the pieces and then keep all the pieces, and that's where the healing happens. So one more thing that I want to touch on real quick, and I promise it will be quick because I know it's 5:45. Gluten. That's another one from the consultations. A lot of people, when they say they're gluten-free, unfortunately I have to be that person and be a little bit annoying and kind of like dig deep and be like, all right, when you say you're gluten-free, can you describe that? Like, what does that look like? And then a lot of times people would be like, well, I'm gluten-free 6 days a week, and then, you know, I give myself a cheat day every now and then. I'm like, perfect, we found it. There it is. So what happens is the tiniest piece of gluten, I've been taken down by a crouton. My clients have been taken down by something smaller than a crouton. The tiniest bit of gluten gluten, not dairy or eggs, not the tiniest bit of dairy or eggs. I have never found that the tiniest bit of dairy or eggs will act like a little tiny piece of gluten from like a crouton. That's enough to feed the virus to set you back, Now the virus is growing. It was enough for it to now grow. Now it's duplicating, and now it's like it's rearing up again, and now you're starting over from square one. The virus only has a 6-week lifespan. That's it. 6 weeks. That's all. But in those 6 weeks, it's constantly eating and replicating and pooping and just polluting our entire body and making us sick and have symptoms every day, all day. So 6 weeks to kill the virus, right? So that's why we starve it. We weaken the shit out of it. And we bring it down. We weaken it so it can't put out that smoke screen. We kill it on contact with the celery juice. We remove all of its food sources. And now it's weakened. Our immune system can kill it, and it's not duplicating anymore. So as long as you haven't eaten the last little bit of gluten, and if you can see these circled names on my calendar, these are from the Path to Healing clients. The last time they ate gluten, we mark on the calendar, because it's always 8, 9, 10 weeks. That's where you're going to see the shift. That's where you're going to go, oh my God. And I've heard people say, oh my God, this stuff works. This really works. And she didn't say stuff. But you have to hit that mark, because that's when the virus, yes, only takes 6 weeks to die, right? It takes maybe a couple more weeks to get out of your system. And then all of a sudden your immune system's like, whoa, thank you. I was doing all that fighting for years. Now I can do all this other awesome stuff. So from the last time you had the tiniest bit of gluten, counts, let's say 10 weeks to be safe. That's when you're going to feel the shift. So you have to do all the things all the time for a consistent 10 weeks. That's when you're going to feel the shift. That's when you're going to get over the hump and go, I'm healing. This is amazing. Oh my goodness. Right? So this isn't a get healthy quick, I was thinking like get rich quick, get healthy quick scheme. It's not. It's just the science of how to kill a virus. And it's not quick. It takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of discipline. And it can be done. It is being done. Talk to the Path to Healing clients. It is being done. It's amazing, but it takes a lot of consistency. So, okay, I'm on a soapbox now. So, if you have any problems with what you're doing with the protocol, and you want like a little bit of like, hey, I think I'm doing all the things, but you want to go over them with me, just book a consultation. And if you did book a consultation and you want to do another one, I did a follow-up consultation on the website. It's like $30. Just do a follow-up and just stay in touch with me. If you don't want to do the whole $1,500 program with the vibrational healing and the mindset healing, like I get it. But you got to have a place to check in. So check in with me. We'll review everything. We'll see what we can do together. And again, listen, guys, this information is always free. Please take advantage of this and tell people about this. This information is always going to be free. The only thing I'm going to charge for is the coaching, because I don't want to make a business out of helping people get healthy. So the business part of it is going to come from the coaching, but the information I'm not going to hold hostage. So please pass this information along to anyone who's willing to hear it. Don't push it on people who aren't willing to hear it, because then you just sound insane because they don't want to hear it. I've been down that road so many times. I got kicked out of Facebook groups. But the people who are asking questions who want to hear it, please share this information with them and let them know it's all free. It's all here. And all the Live at Fives, they get uploaded to the Minding Your Soul YouTube channel. So just type in Minding Your Soul in the YouTube search and look for the little green logo, and they're all in there. Let me just take the last of the comments, and then we'll finish up. I got quite the concoction. Becky, this is exactly what I need to hear. I've heard it before, but it's ringing so clearly now. Becky, see, that is a great point. We can hear these things over and over again, but until we're ready to hear them, they don't sink in. And I know I've dealt with that with so many things in my life, especially with my mother going, I've said this before. I'm like, I know, but now I'm hearing you. That's why I do this every Wednesday. And sometimes I feel like, God, are people sick of hearing this? I talk about the same thing all the time. But that's a great point. People will hear what they're ready to hear. People are going to hear what they're ready to do. So yeah, that was a great point, and thank you. And that's why share this information. Don't push it. Don't push it. Be like, oh, you're crazy. Did you do it yet? Did you do it yet? No, just share the information. Meet people where they are. Not everybody is ready for this. Not everybody is ready to overhaul their lives. Not everybody is ready for healing, as crazy as that sounds. They're just not ready for it. Meet people where they are. Be gentle with them and just offer the information. Don't push it. Not that anyone does. Maybe I did. Maybe that's what I'm speaking from. Not that I find that anyone does. I just feel like I've gotten kicked out of so many groups for like, no, you got to try it. It really works. Like, you can't come from that place. Suzanne just said, my husband just ordered his Thanksgiving and he asked, you eating? I said, no way, dude. It's from Bob Evans. That's a great point. I was hoping to get some time to talk about Thanksgiving and how to eat for the holidays. A couple weeks ago, I did the Live at 5 where we dealt with what to say to your family members who suck. I don't think I called it that. I think I said the dumb shit your family says at the holidays, because I've dealt with it for so many years. We really have to advocate for ourselves, and Suzanne, you did a great job. No way, dude, from Bob Evans. I am on my healing journey, and I'm not eating that shit. If this works, then great. If it doesn't, well, then at least I gave it a try, right? Come from that place, and that's awesome. Be careful this holiday season, because it's so easy. For me, I'm speaking from my own experience at my sister's. I'll just tell you the story. So it's at my sister's house. She has her in-laws over. I'm there with my 2 young kids, and I'm just starting out with this whole gluten-free thing and the medical medium. No, I didn't even come to the medical medium. No, I'm just starting out. It was like, what book was that? The MS Recovery Diet book, right? Just starting out with this stuff. And she's like, here, Janae, I made this for you. And I was like, oh, yeah, no, thanks. And she's like, why? I made it for you. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not going to have any right now. Because I was too embarrassed to be like, is it gluten-free? Can I see the ingredients statement? You know, like, I just met his in-laws, her husband's in-laws. And we're at the table. We're having dinner. I'm like, no, thank you. She's like, what is your problem? I'm like, oh, my fucking God. Oh, God, Jen, I'm sorry. I'll work on this. I'm like, Christina, I can't eat it because I don't know if it's gluten-free. She goes, oh, this again? We're doing this again? And it was awful. It was just such an awful situation. And there's like thousands of those over my 14 years of healing. Thousands of those situations. Stand up for yourself. Watch that video. Go hear all the dumb things my family said to me and how I learned to set my boundaries and talk back. You can do it in a respectful way, or you can do it in a way that you want to do it. There's always a way to stand up for yourself and not feel like an outcast, and keep yourself safe during the holidays. Don't eat the gluten, don't eat the eggs. So this way, when that one day is over, your healing journey hasn't been set back to square one. Just try. It's hard. I know it's hard. I've glutenized myself so many times over the years. All right, now my nose is running and my throat is burning. I think I got all the, Jamal, thank you. Great information, my friend. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm so glad, and I hope this helps. Oh, I love what Stephanie just said. I don't give a damn. I love it. Good. I hope this information helps. And any questions, you can do the free consultation, you can do the follow-up consultation, or you could just book a private coaching session at mindingyoursoul.com, and I'll let you know as soon as I know when I can open up the enrollment to Path to Healing, but it's definitely not going to be until I think the beginning of February. Let's just get through the holidays, okay? All right, everyone, you have a great night. It was great hanging out with you guys. Give me till tomorrow. I'll upload this on YouTube, and I'll talk to you soon. Hopefully next Wednesday is the day before Thanksgiving. Yeah, I'm not positive on that, and we'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll do it earlier. All right, have a great night. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.